Hi, my name is Jackie Lee Price and welcome to Shadowboxing. Hi and welcome to April Hunter. Thanks very much for coming on Shadowboxing UK. How are you doing?
I'm good. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm very well. I cannot complain. You looking well? Family okay? Everyone okay?
Family's okay. Everyone's okay. My side, luckily, touch wood. But but sad, isn't it? What's going on? But
it is.
Luckily for me, nothing close to home, and hopefully stays that way.
So, just so that the viewers don't get you mixed up, you are definitely not the April Hunter that's the wrestler, are you?
The little ginger number? Nah, I'm not her, nah.
So that's not
porn
you?
Star. Nah, she's not me.
Yeah, because I was looking sort of aesthetically, you're quite different, aren't you?
Shame, like, she seems she's doing well. She's up on there on Google before me, so.
To be fair, she gets more Google searches than you.
She does. She gets a few. She would, wouldn't she? Ginger little porn star. Wrestler.
I think we'll leave that there.
Funny. Got some living up to do, haven't I?
Say that again?
I've got some living up to do.
Yeah,
to the name.
You do, to be fair. But I'm sure you'll be able to. So, 2-0, signed to Eddiehearn's Matchroom.
Well, not technically Eddie, but I made my debut on a Matchroom card, and then I boxed on me manager Phil Jeffries' show. So, I haven't got a promoter as of yet, but I've fought on 2 Matchroom shows, and Eddie's got us on the table, and hopefully that's.
So I'm actually quite surprised that you're not on Eddiehearn's, but so you've been quite lucky to get on some, the 2 decent shows, haven't you?
Been really lucky, haven't I? Like, considering just starting out. I made my debut. Dreams come true there. And then I'd have been on it, obviously, April 4th, and hopefully June 27th, but I cannot really. I'm being hopeful, but I'm not stupid at the same time.
So, just describe to me what that debut was like. The atmosphere and stuff, like in the changing room. What was that like for you?
I was in the changing room with Savannah, actually. So it was me and Savannah in the changing room, and she didn't come till later on. So there was just me, my coach, and Kieran, the cut man, and my friend from the gym, Izzy. He was there as well. He's a pro boxer. He's had a bit of time off. He's 9-0. So you get a +1 to bring back with you, and some people bring their dad and the family, but I like to keep that thing separate, and I brought him back, and he's got a good head on us. He's been there before, and it was good. It was surreal. It was amazing. I was chilled as out, and then 20 minutes before, the nerves kicked in as they do, and it become real, and it was the best night of my life.
Fantastic. I think it would have been a bit weird if you didn't get any nerves, though, wouldn't it?
These people that say they don't get nerves are liars. Everybody's got to get nervous, man. It switches you on.
And in terms of just sort of watching how everybody else sort of prepares and that, have you sort of taken anything from it? Anything like rituals, or did you have rituals before?
No, I don't have any rituals. I just pray for a good night's sleep, and that's it. Okay. And if I'm good night's sleep, and I'm raring to go. That's it.
So you were previously an amateur. Were you sort of involved in sports before you got into boxing, or how did you sort of make your way into the boxing world?
Well, I'll tell you earlier, I played high-level football, so I got scouted off. Do you know Jeff Hurst, who scored the World Cup hat-trick?
I'm going to be honest.
In 1966.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Yeah, I'm not a boxing foot. I'm not a. Sorry, go on.
He made win the World Cup in 1966. Anyways, he scouted us when I was 9, and then I played for Newcastle Academy from then. So I was just at a little tournament when I was 9, and pulled my mum aside, and pulled the teacher over, and then the rest was history.
So what made you make that transition from high-level football into boxing?
There was nothing that made us make the decision. I injured myself when I was like 15, 16. And then I had like just a couple of years of just doing nothing really. Just getting drunk and eating shit and just being depressed and down the dumps. And then I went to the gym just to lose weight with a girl I was friends with at the time, and that was it. The rest was history. My coach Lee Graham at the time said, "Listen, you've got a talent, to come to the amateur class." And then on my first ever boxing session ever with a group of people, I was in the ring sparring with the lads. So, and it's still the same now.
Yeah, nice. And so, what made you then decide to sort of bin the amateur scene and move into the pro scene?
Do you know, since I was very young in my amateur days, loads of people used to come over to us and say, you know, like, with a bit more seasoning, you'll make a great pro. You've got heavy hands, your style's made for it. And I was just like, oh, so like it was always in the back of my head because I was getting told it so often. So, so I kind of once I'd made that commitment to literally commit my life to boxing, live the life, be a boxer, don't drink, don't go out with your friends, don't do anything. I knew this was always going to be the dream, and I'm living it at the minute, and hopefully it goes as good as possible. Yeah.
And so you've been on those two Matchroom fights, haven't you? How did that come about? I've been
on one, and I'm due to get on the next one. But obviously, I'd have been fighting April 4th. Do you want to know how it come about? I was still an amateur at the time, and Steve Rafe, a person from up here, asked to do this. ITV were going to do a documentary on North East boxing, and I was asked to be on it, and they said they'd pay for me license and pay for us to turn over. And there was this big documentary. I got this iPad off ITV, and then the show was meant to go ahead, and then it's something, I don't know what happened, it didn't go ahead. And I don't know, I just I still get on well with Steve Rafe now. And then I was speaking to like Joe and other people in the boxing world who said, like, listen, Jaffa's the man to be with. And when I did sign over, it wasn't ITV didn't pay for it. I basically just said to Eddie Hearn, I didn't have my license. I was like, listen, if you get me on your show, I'll sell 500 tickets. He said, straight. I said, yeah, get us on your show, I'll sell 500 tickets. I was probably 73 kilo at the time. He said, what's your weight like? I said, 69. He said, I believe you. And he started laughing. And I was like, will you be ready? I was like, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. And then that was it. And then I was fighting. He pulled some strings. I got me license through quite quick, within 6 weeks. This was at the first press conference in Newcastle for Robbie Davies Jr. and Ritson, and then I got on the card. It was just totally winged it. So basically that's what happened. Just said, yeah, Eddie, I pulled him. A few people like that are boxing people up there said, listen, she's a great fighter. She'll sell loads of tickets. And he was like, you're on. and then that was that.
Fair play to you. And that has made you the first female professional boxer in Newcastle. Am I correct in thinking?
The first ever. They said it was the first in 30 years, but the person that boxed here last time, she actually wasn't a Geordie. She was just like living in the area. So I am the first like born and bred Newcastle fighter. And I will milk the very life out of it.
Oh, fair play to you. And the thing is, you've turned over. It's such a great time, don't you think?
Oh, amazing, man. Like, women's boxing's just literally coming into its prime, isn't it? Like, I couldn't have turned over at a better time. I'm on the wheel. And it's not just women's boxing for me. I'm lucky I'm from Newcastle, and Ritten's doing amazing things, and Joe Lowes is coming through, and there's great nights up in Newcastle, and obviously Ritten's talking about the progress. It's a hooker fight, and that being a stadium fight. And Savannah Marshall's, she's from Hartlepool, she's from up there, she's a good friend of mine, and she's obviously fighting for a world title, and I kind of wait to get amongst it.
I was saying to Savannah Marshall the other day, because I interviewed her, about how I think the whole pro scene has changed since the amateurs have started, you know, going into it, turning over, as opposed to a few years ago when those girls didn't necessarily have the amateur pedigree. So, like I say, you must be absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, and I think, like, come on, I'm 17th in the world at the minute. Like, after 2021 or whatever it's going to be, like, that my division's going to thicken out even more, and I'm looking forward to it. There's going to be some big domestic clashes at my weight, and hopefully before then, if I work my way up, I can get a pop with Cecilia on our way out.
So with that said, you know, I've heard you say in an interview that you don't think you can do anything apart from boxing, or you don't think there was anything that, you know, this has kind of saved you. I mean, do you not have any other hobbies, or are you just sort of throwing everything at?
Nah, I've got backup plans for injuries, and you know, like, I've got a personal trainer. I've done well off that. I've got my qualification for that. I could always go into that. I've got followers on Instagram and fall back into that, and I've got like a waste company at the minute, which obviously isn't doing too good with what's going on, but hopefully after this all blows over. But that being said, I don't want to ever do anything but boxing.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would just be, I'd just be lost. I love boxing. I breathe boxing. I wake up, I think boxing. I wake up, I watch boxing. It's all I think about. I'm obsessed. I
think you have to be as well, don't you?
No, totally. I think if you're going to be successful in it, you've got to give it 100%. And obviously, there's things I could do better, like probably
wrestling.
Not have been in the fridge in lockdown. But other than that, I literally am 100% dedicated to my craft.
You look like you come from quite a close knit boxing, boxing family. When I've seen sort of interviews and that of you and the boys from the gym, you're all having a bit of banter and a bit of a laugh and a joke. So I want to put this to you.
Sweet.
The whole Joe Saunders thing with the video, have you seen it?
And I'm probably going to get stick because I thought it was funny, but I do think he stepped up. Like, what made him think I'm going to show this to the rest of the world? That's the kind of thing that we're going in your group chat to your lad mates, and you'd laugh. It's like putting it out there to the world, to Instagram, for like people that don't think right, to get the wrong idea and think you're enticing it. I do think it's harsh. I did actually think it was funny. I thought Clarrisa's reply was funny. I think it was just a bit of banter, but obviously 25% rise in domestic violence, it's not really something to be joking about, and the timing of it's a bit. But I'm probably biased because I'm in a gym with lads, and the crack is 20%, 20 million % worse than that.
Let's first say male humour is very different to female humour, right? Would you agree? Yeah. So unless you're a person that spends a lot of time with men, which you do, which I have done and still do because I'm involved in boxing, you're not really going to have been open to that or experienced that level of banter, right? Yeah. So for me,
that's what lads do. Like, lads will take the piss out of you, and they're not actually being nasty. It's just banter. It's just the way, like, I don't know. I suppose I know how the male dynamic works, but I thought it was funny, but I thought it was stupid. But I did laugh at it. It was just like, what's he doing putting that out there? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I kind of thought, I wonder if this is a thing where it's gym banter. He's thought to himself, this will be a right laugh. The lads will find this funny. And not really thought about, like you said, the implications of not just keeping it to a certain group of friends, a little private chat group.
There's no way that he put that out there wanting people to beat their wife. So it was just a bit of joke. Like, he's probably been arguing with his missus or whatever. His mates are arguing, and it's just a bit. It was just a joke, wasn't it? He wasn't being serious, but he hasn't got a great track record, and all that stacked up against him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, to be
not
fair,
the greatest, but like, is he?
It's interesting to come. So first and foremost, let's just say here and now, neither of us are saying, you know, we agree with men that beat up.
I'm not saying domestic violence is funny. I'm saying I know he was joking, so it was funny. Absolutely. And I've seen 100 times worse crack than that in the gym with the lads, and it's just playful banter. But
and that said, what about what are your thoughts on the sort of people that came back and went, you know, that's so terrible, X, Y, and Z, yet they have, you know, taken photos with well-known sports
they're all
people.
virgins. A lot of them that are saying it's terrible is funny, man. However, like, it's just for, like, people that are nuts. Like, you know, like, if he's got, like, any fans that are crazy and violent people, it's probably not great, because we live in a world where people are, there's some people that are just all wired up with other, and you should never really post that out there anyways. That's something that you just have a laugh with your friends and just have a joke about. But he's a public figure, isn't he? He's got to watch what he puts out there. Basically, he's a PR disaster. Like, even I've got a PR and I'm low level. If I went to put that on my Instagram, it just wouldn't happen. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you couldn't do anything stupid like that.
Yeah. I was just interested to see it from another female's point of view, because I've been reading a lot about it and how people have taken it. And I do wonder if boxing people have taken it very differently to the casual fan. But like I said, have to say it, neither of us find domestic violence remotely hilarious, do we?
No, it's not funny.
You're friends with Savannah Marshall.
Yeah.
So I've heard you say that you think that she can beat Clarrisa Shields in the pro. Obviously, she beat her in the amateurs. There's this hype.
Listen, Savannah's my friend. Of course, I'm going to say she'd beat her. You know, I'm not going to say she wouldn't, no matter. Do you know what I mean? She's my friend. We're from the same area. And I actually do. She's very heavy-handed. And with them small gloves on, I think it'll be a great fight. It'll be a cracking fight. And I hope it happens. And I do back Savannah.
And do you think, though, she's technically
that's taken nothing
savvy?
away from Clarrisa Shields, by the way. She's an amazing boxer. What she's done for the sport's amazing. She's very technically talented, gifted, 100%. But it's boxing, and Savannah's got 10 2-minute rounds to really hurt her. And if you look at her stoppage record at the higher weights, if she can come down, do the weight right, she'll be a proper handful.
And to be fair, like, Savannah is a really smart boxer. You know,
super slick, man.
Yeah, and I think to be honest with you, I think one of the things that has, I'm not going to say downfall, because I know that some people are much more they're much more, what's the word I'm looking for, comfortable in the limelight, and she's having to sort of navigate that as well. She's not a natural sort of look at me type of person, is she?
No, she's a quiet, nice person, and the longer you get to know her, like she actually comes out of shell, and she's quite funny. Savannah, she's got a dry sense of humour. She's a good crack. Do you know what I mean? And I think she just comes across dead shy on camera, but I don't actually think she's that shy.
I guess what I wanted to ask you is, what sort of have you learned from this period of isolation about yourself?
Just how much I love. I haven't learned anything new. Do you know, like, I actually don't even know what to say this, because I don't want it to come across like it's not affecting us, but I'm lucky. It's not really affecting me as much as it is other people. I'm lucky enough that I've got Joe's gym to go up to. So in the garden, I still, like, we keep a distance and stuff, but I still have a bit of banter, and I'm lucky enough I'm still going to a boxing gym. Obviously, I'm not getting contact with my coach, because his little girl's high risk. She's got like a no immune system. So I miss that, and I miss the lads, but I do well in isolation. I'll come back better from isolation than before. I can do this.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think a lot of people.
I'm fine spending time by myself and stuff. I'm not stressing me at all. Like, some people are stressing and sick of their lives. I'm just like, this is it. What will be will be. I'm gonna train every day. I'm gonna eat right. I'm just gonna keep meditating, keep focusing, and just focus on being the best me I can be.
And that's what I was actually going to ask you. So on the mental health side, is it the meditation that's put you in this place of, like, just a more zen place of, this is what it is, we will get through it. And, you know, you do.
No, you know what? It's like everyone, when you're reading the news, and there's things go around on WhatsApp, and I've done it myself, forwarded things on, and then they've not been true. And, you know, you listen to them, you're like, your chest gets tight. You're like, Jesus Christ, it's heavy, this. When I've just come to a point where I just think, like, it's not going to stop anything, is it? And all this negativity. So I've said, I'm not going to share it now. I'm going to try not to stick anything on the telly. And I'm just going to go about my business as normal and try and just pray that my family are safe and my friends are safe, and that's that. And boxing will get back ASAP.
In terms of, like, I guess, have you learned anything about yourself in terms of, like, okay, I know that I can handle this sort of thing, or, you know...
Nah, listen, I've not learned nothing new. I know I can handle this, and a lot worse. I'm good. I'm good, honest. At least I'm cush.
Fair play to you.
I'll be sweet.
Have you had any other...
Yeah, listen, we're in the house. We've got, if our friends and my family are healthy, right, what we've got to Windsor for, we've got Netflix. We can watch an abundance of series as long as we can train. Obviously, I know it's harder for people, but you can go for runs. You can do things in the house. There's so much worse than life could be, do you know what I mean? People are making it, like, imagine World War II, man, when they're on food rations and that. This is fucking, sorry for swearing, this is a doddle. Like, it's if we're healthy and my family's fit and healthy, this is nothing, is it, compared to, like, what it could be like. So we just need to be grateful.
100%, 100%. I'd like to thank you very much. I'm glad that I've had a chance to talk to you. I'm looking forward to seeing your career, you know, bloom. Keep in touch with me. Hopefully I can go up to Newcastle one day. I've never been, to be fair.
Yeah, man. You'll be welcome with open arms. You can
Thank
come
you
here,
very
interview.
much.
You can come to the gym, because I'm not the only pro in my gym. There's me, Joe, Jamie Bates, who's like a world level kickboxer. He's a pro boxer, and I've got Izzy, Lawrence, a couple of them. So if you want to come up, just let us know. I'll sort something out for you.
I'll hold you to that, because I'll come up.
You can. You can meet the Benwell bomber.
Nice one. Thanks ever so much for giving us your time, and well, I'll hopefully see you soon in Newcastle, and stay safe.
No bother. Thank you.
If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of Shadowboxer UK, we'd love to see you, so please go ahead and subscribe now.